how you doing? Jackie here with I Love My Team. And today I'd like to talk about having a contract with your team. Now, the contract is important so that your team begins to be able to make their own choices. If you have consequences that they are aware of that are going to happen for certain things that they do or don't do, they're able to make the choice of whether they want to do or not do that. And this will kind of help them when they're adults. For example, you and I were able to decide, do I want to speed and get a ticket right now? Is the risk worth, the penalty? We all make our own decisions, right? So if you have a consequence set up, let's just say there's a curfew of 10 p.m. and the consequence, if you're late, is the next day you have to come in an hour earlier. Your curfew is moved up to 9 p.m. Then your team is able to make a decision. It's about, 9:45, do I want to head home now? Or, do I want to be late? And knowing that tomorrow I'm not going to be able to stay out as late. Well, I know I want to do XYZ tomorrow and I want to stay out till 10 p.m. So no, I'm going to hurry up and get home so that I can still have this, ability tomorrow. Or, you know what, I will take that consequence tomorrow of an hour because it's 5 minutes and I just have to say goodbye for 5 more minutes. So you're allowing your team to, think about consequences and their responsibilities and make that decision for themselves. The other reason that a contract is good is so that you don't have to really think about it, right? These consequences are in place so that when something happens and maybe you're furious in the moment, when your team comes home 30 minutes late and you were worried sick about them and thinking that they were lost in a ditch somewhere, and they come home 30 minutes late and you want to ground them for a month because you're so upset, this allows you to, refer to, okay, when I was in a rational mind, I decided that, if you're late for your curfew, you're going to get an hour less tomorrow. And so that allows us to have like a reference so that when we might not be in as rational a mind, we can have those consequences in place and not just pull things out of our heads, which then leads our team to being even more argumentative. Like, are you crazy? A month? I shouldn't be grounded for a month. All I was late was 30 minutes. Our teens and us, we have totally different brains. And so, what we think is rational and what they think is rational, and we don't want to be arguing in the moment back and forth and blowing it into a whole bigger problem. We've got this contract to refer to, and it makes it a lot easier. And I kind of compare it to like having a diet plan, right? Like if I go to the fridge and I don't have like something written down of what I'm supposed to eat, I'm probably going to go for the tastiest thing in the fridge. So having a protocol for your diet is very helpful so that you're not having to make the decision in the moment and you've already made the decision ahead of time and you know what's allowed. So this is very similar in that you've made your decisions ahead of time, you're happy with those decisions, and you can just work on following through with those decisions, and that becomes a much easier process. So I have provided a sample contract that you can use and some tips and tricks, and especially trying to be, have the consequence be commensurate with the, violation. Like, if I'm get caught speeding 10 miles over, I don't go to jail, I get a ticket. So making sure that it kind of is at the same level. Agreeing with your team, sitting down and making sure that they're aware and that that this is going to work in the future. And there's a couple other tips and tricks in there, and it's all written out there for you. So let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to next time. Take care.